Hey everyone, welcome and thank you so much for being here with me today. And it is my honor, it is my life purpose to be a spiritual guide, a messenger, a mentor, and also a student along with you, because our journey in life is all about learning and growth. Our whole life, our path, and I believe the next life and the one after is all about growth, learning new things, shaping us into some sort of being of knowledge and strength and growth and grace and love and light. I'm sharing with you, as we do this reading, my latest painting. When I painted this, I was in a mesmerized energy, mesmerized by my soul. Was actually, this is my soul speaking, okay? We are unbreakable. This actually, what I was feeling when I painted this, and I'll get into the reading, guys. This isn't just about painting. This is about a message. About the strength that we have to come through the worst of storms. To be invincible within our spirit, within our soul. To rise above. To rise from poverty. To rise up from, I'm hearing diversity, but okay, that's good. I'll say whatever comes. To know that we are being honored for our strength. We've all been through things in our life that has led us to this point where we are stronger than ever. It is crucial that you believe that within yourself. As I was painting this, I was literally crying. The tears were coming down my face, but it wasn't a sadness. It was a release. A release. And as I say it now, tears are rolling down my face. It's emotional. It is my heart that has been broken more than once. But my heart is still intact. This represents our soul. Yes, we have been through it. Some of us have been through it. But here we are, standing tall with strength. And your soul is trying to tell you, look at you. With everything that's happened, look how beautiful you are. You are invincible within your soul, because nobody ever can take what's yours eternally. You are unbreakable. Take a moment to get within your heart. Take some breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a moment to clear your energy, to feel into you, your strength, your light, your love, your beauty. And yes, this is a feminine depiction, but this leaves no one out, because energetically we are all beings of light. So male or female, whoever it is that is watching, gender in our life does mean something, but in this message and this reading, we are all one love, one light, one energy within our own individual paths. If you listen to your heart, if you feel your shoulders rise and fall, you are alive. And I don't mean that just you're alive. I mean, your soul is trying to tell you, don't you know that you are the force behind everything. You are in control of your now. I feel like the person I painted is probably me, but it represents our strength. If you look at her, she looks a little, it's not anger, it's determination, it's strength, it's courage, it's rising up, coming through adversity. I'm still standing after all this time. Yes, that is us. Let's take a look at some cards. I was drawn to the Akashic Tarot cards, and I feel like this, if it seems like there's a lot of femininity here today, there is. But know that these messages are for everyone. We all have male and female energies. We're made up of male and female energies. We're made up of energy. I should say that, right? We are energetic beings. And so this is for everyone. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's look at what Spirit wants us to know, okay? So there were two cards that picked us this time, and I'm just going to show you both of them. If you could see, the lighting's a little funky. This is a number 10, the light of the world. And this is two worlds, okay? So it's interesting that this is talking about I feel like it's two worlds. Okay, so this feels like, let me do the first one first, okay? The light of the world. When I saw this card, when it picked us, I immediately felt, let me see if you can see this. It's kind of hard to see. The lighting is not that great. If you see this person back here and this person at the door, I feel like this is God or your divine creator. And I feel like this is a person that has been imprisoned, and God is here knocking on your door to tell you something, to bring in the light, to bring in something good for you. God is trying to tell you, you're not imprisoned. You never were. This person, it feels like this person has opened the gate, the doors, to, I'm hearing prosperity, guys. Okay, I'm going to say it as it comes. You know how that works. If you see the number 10, this is completion. This is a blessing coming in. The light of the world. There is I'm hearing light at the end of the tunnel, and this person at the door is a higher being of light. And I feel like that, for me, that represents God knocking at your door. And not saying God is saying, okay, time to come home now. You can't be on your plane anymore. It's not that. It feels more like it's time now. It's time. I'm speaking. Do you hear me? I am your creator. I am your ultimate guide. I am here to expose your light, to bring forth something that will be a blessing to you. Okay? It feels like, looking at this card, the door of opportunity is opening, right? That's what it looks like to me. And the cat, of course, if you, I use phrases a lot. Cats have 9 lives or something like that. It feels like, I feel like the cat also represents, comfort, like laying by the fire, or, lying at your feet, or something, some sort of comfort. I feel like whatever was comfortable for you is being shaken up. You were used to something for so long that I feel like you used to a lifestyle or a mindset or a I feel like, guys, like a lot of this is about money. It does feel like someone has been in a rut, in a place where they don't understand or haven't understood the importance of your relationship with money. Okay? It feels like a lot of you have been through the ringer. You've been maybe experienced financial hardship. But this financial hardship is a result of how you feel inside about something. There's something that you have a hard time with in regards to yourself. And so it comes through and reflects in your money, your financial situation, whatever situations you've gone through. It has come through that way. It feels like God is trying to say to you, open up. Your perspective, your outlook, the way you feel about money. Money is energy, guys. That's all it is. I found myself the other day upset about something. And suddenly I had this, I don't know, some people call it uploads, or I had a thought. It came in just unexpectedly, and the thought was, wait a minute. Why are you fearing money? It's an energy. Money is an energy. It's something in our human lives that we use to, to survive, to live, to, that's just the way of the world. Yeah, money is needed, right? And so if we are energy and we are made of love and light, we're made of energy, why is it that we fear it? We fear not having enough. We fear not being worthy. We're not worthy. We feel that we're not worthy of having more than we need. It feels like, for some of you who have been bruised and battered along the way, and I speak figuratively, and if it applies physically, then that's however it sits with you. But it feels like being bruised and battered along the way has affected every area of our lives. The worthiness, the feeling self-confident or lack of confidence, feeling as if you're not good enough, or I don't belong in that group of people because, wow, they're smart and they're rich and they're this, they're that, and I'm not any of that. See, the mindset that some of us have due to the journey along the way, what has happened in our lives, has created this barrier between us and success. And it feels like God is knocking at your door now. For some of you, I mean, you could see that as your soul trying to talk to you. To knock on the door and say, it's time. It's time to rise up and to align with all that you have sort of pushed aside and not allowed in. It's time to align with ideas and creative ventures. It's time to align with trusting yourself to make decisions or to seek help in financial matters. And I don't mean put a Band-Aid on a situation. I mean get help to permanently remove yourself from the same pattern. And part of that is opening up to allow yourself to heal past all that has happened in your life. To look at this picture, I don't see it negatively. I see she wears her experiences on her face. But here she is, tall and proud. I feel like she's saying, my past doesn't define who I am now. Right? You're you. Yeah, there may have been things along the way that have taught me lessons to where I'm strong now. You know what this reminds me of? The goddess, I think she's a goddess, Isis, who was so strong. Her husband was king, I believe. And I think the story goes that they were like one soul together. They were soulmates. They were, if you want to call it twin flames, I'm not sure. But all I know is that they were meant to be together and their love was pure. It was, I got your back type of thing, right? This is the story I read, and this is I'm telling you what I feel here with this. When her husband was killed, or he died, a piece of her was missing, and she couldn't bear it. And so this is a story, just a story. She willed her husband back to life because he was her strength and she was his. And so I feel like this message is telling us, you are so capable of turning your situation around. You're so capable of making things happen for yourself with the assistance of the universe, with the assistance of your angels, your guides. I'm telling you, some of you, your soul is screaming. Right here. Hello. Guess what? There's a blessing coming in. Something's coming in. Look at you, how strong you are. Look at you where you are. How far you've come. When you didn't think there was light, guess what? It's here. Right now for you. this card, 2 of scrolls, 2 worlds. It represents, and this is what I feel with this card, there's 2 worlds, a world that you fantasize about and a world that you're in. I feel like this person is sort of looking at the world they want from a safe place, from a place that's all they've ever known. And it feels like you want something, but you haven't released the insecurity, you haven't released the fears, you haven't embraced whatever it is that you fear. For a lot of you, I feel like this is money. You haven't embraced that money isn't on another island somewhere. You are a divine manifester. Think of it as the bank of the universe that houses your worth, right? Think about I was thinking about that movie, was it Lord of the Rings? Or was it The Hobbit? There was one movie where I think it was The Hobbit. But there was one scene where there was a sort of like this huge cave full of coins, and there was a dragon in there protecting it, right? And someone was determined to get in, and they had to face a humongous dragon in order to access the gold that was in there. And it feels like that inner dragon within us it's something, it's like a big wall between us and what belongs with us, right? It's fear. And so it feels like for some of you, you've gone through a lot of healing, and you're coming into that place where this is another obstacle that you're overcoming, right? She may be bruised and battered from her journey, from her experiences, but guess what? She still has her heart. She still has her heart. She still has that light within herself that is unbreakable, because she is a being of light, a child of God. When I see her, I think of a goddess walking the earth. It almost feels like Gaia. And it feels very much like she's being set free. Okay? That's what that feels like for all of us. Like God is here to say, you want a way out of financial difficulty? Trust yourself. Practice loving yourself, loving money. Whatever it is that you feel is off on an island somewhere away from you. It's just energy. And it actually kind of awaits your command or acceptance. And I feel like someone's saying, if only it were that easy. We have no idea how strong we are We have no idea how capable we are, how powerful we are, and how we have the ability to rise up, right? I was hearing, you think you can break me? Seriously? I am a divine being of God. I'm a divine being of love and light. And for those of you who don't believe in a God, it's okay. I'm just kind of putting that out there as a higher energy, a higher source of light, right? It feels very much like it feels very much like this message is loud and clear. We cannot be broken. We will not lay down in our path and just go to sleep and let the world go by. No. Unbreakable, strong, solid. Now, I have told you this before. I have been through situations where I make the same mistakes over and over again regarding money. And this higher being of light here is knocking at your door and telling you, don't you trust me? Don't you trust you? It's time. It's time to wake up from your, being focused on lack of. It's time to wake up to being focused on having plenty. That's what I feel Spirit is trying to say here. Broken? I don't think so. Bad relationship? Yep. From the past, right? Treated badly by your parents? Yeah, probably for some of you. A bad work environment? Yep. There's a list of things that we can check off, of things that we've been through, right? But it feels like it's time to rise above it, right? And I don't mean go out there and kick everyone's ass. This is an energy of grace, of strength, of confidence in yourself. But it's also grace and love. It's like a quiet confidence, right? Your soul is coming through, talking to you. For some of you, you've been in financial difficulties for quite a while. Or it could be you've been in difficulty for a while and then it got better, now it's not good again. And it's another lesson to move forward in confidence, right? I don't feel as if we're ever really stuck. I feel like we are on pause sometimes because we're caught up in our own web of, I'm hearing deceit, and that is because it's deceitful thoughts, self-destructive thoughts. I was in a relationship with someone one time, and it was decided that we were no longer going to be in that relationship anymore. Mostly on my part, because I couldn't do it anymore. But the person that I was with said to me, you'll never make it on your own. You won't do it. You won't know how to pay your bills. You won't know how to do this. You won't know how to do that. You will be nothing without me. And the mental, see, this is, some people are very, they'll do whatever it takes to keep you, they'll instill fear in you to keep you in a situation you don't want to be in. That's control. And so it scared me. But what it also did was it moved me to show, well, you should never have to get someone's approval, to prove him wrong. No. Unbreakable. No. I will not be in that mindset anymore. I will not be that person who is broken, who is feeling lack of, who's feeling not in control of my own self-confidence. So it feels like we are moving in that direction more and more, and it feels like it's at a fast pace. Okay. For some of you, and I'm going to say for all of us actually, we're kind of, this card, setting your course, was kind of like this is how it came out, upside down, right? It feels like now you're on course. Your mindset is changing or has changed. Your perspective, your belief in yourself, loving yourself and trusting the universe. You're on your way. And the waters are safer than you think. Could there be some bumpy, choppy waters along the way? Could be. But guess what? You're stronger now. You're rising up. What else, guides? I really like that card deck. It really is very deep, is the word I want to say. I feel like there's another deck here called Trust Your Vibes. I'm going to pull some cards from that deck as well, because this message feels like it's, from that deck anyways, feels like it's complete. And Spirit can't stress enough how important it is for you to understand how strong you are and to appreciate where you are. Ooh, one card will do. Not the whole deck. Bear with me, I have to pick up cards that fell on the floor. Okay. All right. So, it feels very much, see, here we are again with the 10, right? 1 and 9 is 10. You've learned from experiences. There's a chapter closing, because you can't, there's nothing more to learn there. All right. It's time to, it feels like, yeah, your energy. This says vibe check, right? This is you checking in, right? That's what it feels like. It's you checking in with your truth, with yourself, with your strength. What else, guys? Anything else? There is, I have 4 decks here that I'm looking at. I'm just going to look at this other one here. Divine Feminine, okay? For those of you that are male that are watching this doesn't exclude you. This is part of your female energy, female and male energy, yin and yang, right? That has something to say. Let's see what the message is for all of us. I feel like divine goddess energy. Someone is here to guide you and help you. Thank you. Yeah. See? The essence of who I am flows. Let me see. Into everything I create. The goddess of self-knowledge. You're waking up to a new belief in your self-worth and your in the energy of wealth, of tangible money. You are waking up to what your soul has known, but your mind has resisted. That's what I'm hearing here. Guys, I'm going to do one more card here, and then I have one more deck that I'm just going to do. Let's see what it has to say for all of us, okay? This is about, guys, this is about money. It's about your relationship to money, your worth, your self-worth. And this isn't just the blessings are coming in it's not just about your inner, it's also about your tangible, about money, about finances, about maybe career, moving on or making your way to something that's worthy of you, okay? That's what this feels like. Yeah, I can't make this up. Look at this. This card, the Saint of True Freedom. Love is what sets me free. I'm married to my own soul. Look at that. How beautiful is that? We are married to our own soul, and our soul is setting us free. And I believe in regards to money. That's what I believe. I'm seeing a child, so I feel like this is something you've learned since childhood, that maybe you weren't worthy, that it almost feels like a parent could have shaped your beliefs about your self-worth. A lot of parents give their children allowance, right? For helping around the house, and it kind of shows them, you know, responsibility, I guess. But I feel like for some of you, you may have been sort of, how do I say this? Like maybe you weren't, like maybe your parents said, okay, you'll get allowance if you do this, but you do that thing, and then it's not good enough, so they don't give you allowance. So it's sort of like a bait and switch. So that's where your relationship with money is formed, because it's directly correlated with your self-worth, right? This is an eye-opening message for me, that my understanding of it. And it feels like, we are, we're still in that mindset. We're still in that place where we were taught, and maybe not consciously by our parents, but where we were taught that if you're not good enough, then the money's not there, right? I don't like that concept, because that money shouldn't be the leverage that people use to make you feel worthy, right? You should automatically feel worthy, and money isn't your enemy. Just like how we're measured at work and career by our how well we perform. They compensate you by how well you perform, or if you have a degree, or how high your degree is, whatever the case. I'm telling you, it can be toxic to us if we aren't treated or valued the way we should be. And it chips away at our self-confidence when we're not. Anything that you want to say? Psychic Tarot for the heart is what I'm using right now. What is the message for all of us, guys? I feel like some of you are looking at clothing or something, something that you've been desiring, but you feel as if, well, that's not me. I'm not worthy of that because I'm, that's too expensive. That taste in clothing is too expensive for me. Wrong. You're worthy of the best. You're worthy of the finest. Right? Take a look at yourself. Love who you are. And know that your worthiness is far greater than you could ever imagine. But we have to move in that direction to try to believe that what's in our soul, I think we don't understand how beautiful we are as beings of light, right? It is amazing, the power of the mind. But it's also amazing the power of our soul. I feel like this crown chakra card came out, right? It feels like an alignment is coming. Body, mind, spirit. Leading us to that place where we know we are unbreakable. We are the pillar of strength in a storm. We are that mountain rather than a hill. We are one with money, as it is a part of us, okay? It is a part of us, body, mind, spirit, as above, so below. You don't have riches? Think again. Think again. You can make this happen. And I'm not saying you're going to go from $2 in the bank to $2 million in a day. I'm saying that the doors of opportunity will open up for us when we accept and know and love that we are powerful beings of light and that we have control over our fears. Fears of lack, right? I hope, guys, that you've gotten something out of this reading, this message. You are worthy of so much more. You, trust me, if someone doesn't hire you or they're not interested in you, you know what? Then they're not worthy of you. And that's the way you have to look at this. You have to walk it off. And you have to know that your worthiness is none of anybody else's business. It's none of anybody else's. It's not their responsibility how you feel inside about yourself, even though they may cause some of that. It's your responsibility, right? Walk it off. Unlearn what you've learned about your worthiness. You are worthy. You're special. And you are here for a reason. That money that you feel is lacking, no. It's you that keeps it away. Know that. But that's not a criticism. I say that in love because I've done it myself too. Better days are coming. The more you love yourself, the more you move into you, into your truth, into the truth about money and your relationship with money. I'm telling you, better days are coming. This energy of you waking up to discover all the things that you can do to make your life better starts with your self-love. Forget that boyfriend that cheated on you. Forget it. Love yourself through those things. Forget that relative that just is a pain in your side all the time. Forget it. That's their path. That's their energy, not yours. Forget the idea that you aren't worthy of the money that you deserve in your life. I hope you have enjoyed this message. I hope it has been enlightening for you. You're on your way. We are on our way to opening doors and discovering that there is a side of us, a part of us that belongs with us that's been missing for a while. And I'm telling you, guys, that it is money, even in today's economy. Don't let that break you. I hope you have enjoyed. Until next time, have a blessed day and days ahead. Namaste.